What is up, everybody? Welcome back here to another Rise of Kingdoms content, and we're gonna talk about Vikings. I think I'm one of the content creators who are late to talk about the Vikings. Maybe you guys are still interested. First of all, Vikings are fake. They're not real. No, I'm just kidding. They're absolutely real. So here's my Google. Let's see what race are the Vikings are. They are robust, flaxen-haired Scandinavian warriors who plundered the coastline of Northern Europe in sleek wooden battleships. So first of all, I think I see where Rise of Kingdoms is going with this. Vikings, ships. What's next for the update? Now, Vikings, they're the bad guys. They're like the Huns on Mulan, right? I don't know. they're the bad guys. So is everybody really excited about the bad guys? Everybody loves bad boys, right? Everybody loves the bad boys. Bad guys, bad boys, everybody loves them. So Vikings, this new civilization will have infantry unit plus 5% attack, counter attack damage plus 3%, troop load 10%. The load makes sense. Everything that they're giving for the Vikings makes total sense. Whether some of you guys like it or not, if you think about this, they are gonna be Vikings, right? They plunder, so it's all about load. We just read the history of Vikings. They are the ones who plunders into the Northern Europe. Infantry attack makes sense. They are going to be infantrymen, and counter attack damage. Of course, they're gonna be able to defend themselves. Everything makes sense. To be honest, the way Lilith Games, decide on how they're gonna make these buff and stuff, how they're gonna create civilization. They have a whole team that does their research and fully on read history about this. So this totally makes sense. So to me, I want to say good job to Lilith, whoever worked on the Vikings, because it totally makes sense to Shinchi's head. All right, so it's pretty good. Now, is there such a thing as Asian Vikings? Is there? Let me Google this. Asian Vikings, is that a real thing? I think I already Googled this. There's no such thing as Asian Vikings. I don't know. Is there? I just kind of wanted to know if there is some Asian Vikings. Actually, gonna be very interested. Anyway, let's look into the next thing in here. Now, I know that Bjorn is going to be an epic commander, so we're gonna go and look into the skills in here. So another epic commander, right? Bjorn Ironside. Fearless fighter, there's direct damage to the target, damage factor up to 500, increase their skill damage taken by 10% for 3 seconds. No, it is already displayed at the maximum level. One of the things that I find is very interesting is that this seems pretty cool to pair up with who? Pair up with Sun Tzu. Let's move this up in here. There we go. I think this is a good setup to pair up with Sun Tzu. It's absolutely wonderful. Better than putting with Yulji. Troop led by this commander gain 15% increased attack when attacking cities. It is a conquering commander. I mean, that makes sense. It is Viking. They plunder. They want to destroy cities. Infantry units led by this commander gain 10% increased attack and increased defense. So 10% attack and defense. Great for Sun Tzu, actually. Defense makes it tanky. Ambush, normal attack have 10% chance to deal direct damage to the target. Damage of 800. Oh, wow, that's huge. Is that 800? The skill can trigger every 5 seconds. So there's a little catch there. Triggers every 5 seconds. But 800 damage factor, that's pretty good for an epic commander. All right. So the last thing in here, Booming Warsong. Warsong. Why was it Warsong? So Asian. All right. Deals direct damage to damage factor 700, causing the target and up to 2 nearby enemies in a forward fan-shaped area to take 15% increased skill damage for 3 seconds. Ooh. I think that is going to be really good with Sun Tzu. It might be very interesting with Sun Tzu. it's potentially very interesting because in the epic realm, it's gonna give some of the free to plays some excitement in here. I think Zunchu is a good setup. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think is a good setup for Bjorn Ironside? I mean, you know what? Even like Aethelflaed might be good as well. But I think Zunchu would be dope for the epic one. Let's take a look in here. Who else in the epic would, actually be worthy to pair up with a Viking? It is an infantry. You can do Aethelflaed, but Aethelflaed has to be the secondary. You can still do ELG. It's still gonna be very tanky. You can actually increase attack and defense. Actually, it's gonna be good with ELG as well. So instead of doing a Zuntu ELG, you can do an ELG. Oh, sorry, you can do a ELG and Bjorn. But I would say you would want to put Bjorn in the primary. So scratch that. You want to have Bjorn as the primary because you want to have that that first skill, increase skill damage taken by 10% for 3 seconds. You want to cast that first. So you want Bjorn as the primary for that. I would say Bjorn and Zuntu or Bjorn and Yoji, depending on how you like it, right? And of course, even in the booming war song, you want to have that 15% increased skill damage for 3 seconds as well. You want to benefit the secondary commander for that. So the next commander, Ragnarok. Oh wait, sorry, Ragnar Lodbrok. I thought it was Ragnarok. What? Ragnar Lodbrok. Wow, they created the design is absolutely wonderful. Look at the design here in the center, like the plate. Damn, it looks so badass. It looks so badass. I mean, look at this. Look at the tattoo. How many of you guys have tattoo? How many of you guys have tattoo? I don't got no tattoo. No tattoo. Shinchi got no tattoo. I'd be too scared. Maybe I can like draw something on my... Does that count as a tattoo? No tattoo for Shin. No tattoo. Ragnar Lodbrok. Nice design. I like it. I like the graphics in here. Nice coat. Wow, look at such a good detail. I'm excited to see this commander. How many of you guys are excited to see these commanders here in action in Rise of Kingdoms? Okay, one more thing. What would the animation of the skill for Ragnar and as well as Bjorn? If you can, leave in the comment section below and tell us what the the animation would be, and you can guess that. Come back here when they are officially released and just say, hey, I got it right. Bragging right. All right. So for the skills of Ragnar, one thing I didn't like about this is that he is going to be legendary, okay? But his, talent tree is whack. He went into like leadership. I wish they would have kept him as an infantry. Now, this becomes like a Julius Caesar, in my opinion. If you guys know what I mean about Julius Caesar, but maybe buffed up Julius Caesar. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't use Ragnar Lodbrok as a primary commander. Absolutely not. He would be a secondary commander for my case, for my book, for my strategy. I wouldn't use any stars on him, really. So, troop led by this commander deals 30% increased damage and take 15% reduced damage for 4 seconds. Sounds like Julius Caesar to me. Anyway, attack is increased by 20%. Normal attack, okay, we're talking about the Raven. Normal attack have a 10% chance to reduce the target's healing effect by 40%. Wow, kind of like a Saladin combination. This effect can only trigger once every 5 seconds. Good counter for like healers like Richard, right? So, I mean, Richard's a well-known healer. Zenobia as well, a healer. You can definitely use this for that. Right. Troop led by this commander deal 10% increased damage when attacking the city. So when you're, raiding a Zenobia city, this might be a good one to do. Troop capacity is increased by 10%. When this commander launches a rally troops gain 10% increased troop capacity. Okay. Nothing too special so far with the skills though. Troops led by this commander deals 40% increased damage. Oh, wow, that's huge. Big PP. Take 20% reduced damage for 5 seconds. Wow, the expertise is actually really good. Out of all of it, I would say expertise is super good. Like I said, I would say he would be a good secondary to any commanders. So I'm thinking like a good pair for this. Like if you do a Alexander, it would be a good match for Alex. Remember, this is he doesn't have any skill benefit in here. There's no active skill damage, so you have to look into some of the commanders that are not active skill damaged really that much. I mean, you can still work on it, but I think Alexander would be a good pair for this. Alexander, Lodbrok. Let's see. Let's take this picture out. Who else? What do you think? Who else would be really good for Lodbrok? But honestly, I am not like super impressed comparison to the other new commanders that they have just released, like Jawiga and where's Xiang Yu. I mean, they are really good commanders, so I'm not that impressed with the Vikings commanders. I mean, it's cool that we have them, but I couldn't really think of something that is gonna be like super OP to do that kind of setup. I mean, you can do like Attila with the Ragnar, but honestly, Attila is like has such a perfect pair already. I just don't have an idea to where you can pair him up with. You can do like a Charles Martel, make it a tanky March. But I'm lost for words for this one. Instead, why don't you let me know in the comment section below, what do you think is going to be the most optimal pair for Ragnar? Because it's a little bit difficult, and I really don't like the leadership path, and I prefer a setup to where it's going to be one specific troop type, and I think that's much better, performs better, and it's just more less waste of a skill, in my opinion, especially fighting in an open field battle. So for me, really versatile is like the best talent or attribute, because we don't use the versatility talent anyway, but it's the best attribute because everything in the skill actually works in the open field battle. But let us know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this new update? I feel neutral about it. I mean, I don't really focus much into the infantry, and it's cool. New civilization, the troop load boost, it's not really for me. I would rather use a different civ. Maybe if you like the idea of the skin, then it's probably good for you, so it depends. If you like the design of it, then you go for it. Just make sure that you're playing the game as you enjoy it, and worry less on the other stuff. So that's the primary thing that I want to give you as an advice. I mean, everything looks cool. It's nice that there's new civilization. The question is, when would we see more civilization again, and when would we see more bigger changes in the game that is going to make it really exciting? So I'm waiting. I'm excited. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you again next time.